Fire Sign Friday, Aries. I won't put it in the title, but y'all spoke on your weekly reading and you guys said you wanted to focus on healing and growth. So that's what we're doing today. This is your lovely reminder to take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If you don't need to heal through the things that I talk about today, then don't. But do come back on Monday and see me for Messy Monday, okay? And then next week I will be back to doing your weekly readings on Fire Sign Friday. But if you enjoy this, definitely do let me know, and I'll have to start doing more of these on a more consistent basis. Learn to fuck yourself, and do you need to break up with yourself? All right, Aries, what's going on? Ooh, I should have took this card out the deck. Do you need to break up with yourself? We have become all too attached to our suffering strategies, to the narratives we keep telling ourselves, and to repeating self-sabotaging behavior. Bro, you're gonna have to leave, baby, so I can actually talk freely in this reading. I'm sorry, y'all. I gotta send my kids out the room so I can talk to y'all. We find it easier to blame others in the world around us than to question how much of our pain is caused by subconsciously choosing the suffering, because it's a lovely, familiar state of being. The kind of love you accept into your life is a reflection of the love that you deep down think you deserve. As humans, we don't really want to find out whether any of our suffering has to do with us. After all, who would choose suffering? But growth requires accountability, and accountability is questioning whether bad people might actually be wandering into your life because they are attached to your lack of boundaries and staying in your life because you are afraid of conflict. So, with that, learn to fuck yourself, and do you need to break up with yourself, being present there, setting boundaries, setting and holding boundaries is a way to filter out the people who simply don't matter. For those of you where romantically, because that's kind of the tone that this is taking, and just anywhere where any of the relationships in your life are less than what you would like to receive, or it causes you to feel anything less than joy, you're burdened, you're frustrated, you're annoyed, you think that these people hate you, you don't understand why nobody could just love you right, you think there are no good men left in the world, or no good women left in the world, or whatever it is that you are believing about the type of people that you are attracting into your experience, Aries. You got to get to a place where you can really get to the root of why this is a recurring cycle. I don't care what it is. As a life coach, first thing we do is get to the root of why you even got the problem you got to begin with. Because if we can understand why you're making this decision, or what it is that you believe about reality, your work, what happened to you in the past, your trauma, and so on and so forth, is like, it's the reason why you're making those decisions, we can then find healthier ways for you to process and journal and think and come to conclusions about you, so that in the future you are not repeating this cycle again. We got the Ace of Wands, Ten of Cups, Five of Pentacles. Yeah. There's a lot of harmony that's available to you. Emotionally, mentally, you want to have a happy family, you want to have a happy life, you want to have a herd of kids. I got a herd of kids. I think it's a beautiful experience. But you know what I'm saying? Like, you want to have all of these things that feel like fairy tale excitement and joy and fantasy and things like that. You first have to really kind of sort and sift through what the fuck is going on with you, where you're unable to stand on business about attracting and receiving better in your life. Why you can't turn people away when you realize that they don't measure up to what it is that you know that you truthfully deserve. And once you can figure out the whys, you can start to put into place the hows for how you move beyond these things, how you set healthy boundaries, how you keep your distance from people, places, and situations that are going to inhibit your growth. It starts with accountability. It starts with accountability. Today I am brimming with energy and overflowing with joy. And as you navigate these changes, I'm not saying you gotta click your heels and clap your feet because you're so happy that you had to set boundaries and things like that. Those things are hard. They feel difficult. I count on one hand how many people from my past, from growing up, from my family, I still talk to. Some days, like even today I had a real low moment because I haven't talked to my mom in months, and I'm just like, I want to call her, but I can't. Our energies, it just don't click. And it's never gonna click. She would have to go to therapy and make justifications and make changes in her life, and I'm not holding her responsible for doing all of those things. So instead of me continuing to be present in her life and conduct myself, water myself down to be present as her daughter, I keep my fucking distance. She's well within her rights to live her life on her terms, however the fuck she feels and sees fit. Same as I'm well within my rights to separate myself from bullshit and focus on me, my family, my growth, my happiness, nurturing connections that support my existence and don't inhibit it. You understand what I'm saying? Friends, family, romantic. And for some of you, you wanting to be, you understand what I got 5 kids, y'all, and I didn't get them by doing boring vanilla shit. And so, understand, I with the rest of them, but there's a point where you have to understand that just because somebody can lay you down doesn't mean that they can also uplift you and support you and love you and value you. I saw a video the other day where it was like, you should have kids with the airport dad. My husband's an airport dad. And it's the dad that's able to do any and everything for their kids, no matter what, to support their spouse, to support their children, because they want to. Whether you're considering having kids or not. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's important to know as well, Aries, that as you are making these changes and adjustments in your life, that who's for you and your happy beginnings and shifts and changes and your soul tribes and so on and so forth, that those things will find their way into your experience. You won't have to go chasing them down or trying to fix them or trying to change them or trying to get them to adopt to spirituality or trying to drag them to church or trying to, you know what I'm saying? No. I am learning valuable lessons for myself every day, and my fears of tomorrow are simply melting away because you don't have any control over what happens tomorrow, Aries. You got control over what you decide to do today, how you decide to speak, how you decide to pour in your energy, what you decide to leave behind, and what you decide to nurture. I'll see y'all again on Monday. If you book a personal reading, I'll see you in your personal reading. That's what I got, Aries. Love you. Bye.